and welcome back to my channel if you are a subscriber, and welcome if you're new here. If you're reaching this video, it's most likely has a message for you within it. So I've been doing card readings for about 10 years now, and I'm super excited to share the message here. But I also want to mention that I am working on a journal that my friend had created called On Purpose with Purpose 365. I'm on the third week of that journal, and it talks about security and safety. And that is a very aligned thing for me this week starting out. So today is March 3rd, 2025, but no matter when you're reaching this, this may be valid for you. So keep it in mind that time is irrelevant here, and when you're reaching this, the message is there for you. With that being said, I'm going to invite you to, if you're liking it here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like I say, normally is like, vibe, and subscribe. And let's get into this. So the card of the day, let's flip this over. We got the Magician. So the funny part of this is I took a week off because the first week I did week 1, and then last week I did week 2, and I was off. I didn't want to do anything that had to do with coaching, YouTube, or any of my other platforms really. So I got this last week, last Monday as well, but the messages are definitely different, and I feel like the messages are different because of the week and what we're talking about. And this week, like I said, I'm talking about safety and security, and the Magician pops up, and the message that I get right away with the Magician is the Magician is skilled and knows how to create safety for himself, right? So he's a beekeeper, and he's got all these tools around him. He's got the little bee box, and then he's got the jar, the pentacle, the wand, the sword, and then he also has this smoker. That's what I'm going to call it, the smoker, to smoke the bees out and relax them. So he has his own form of safety within himself, knowing that no matter what, he's wearing what he needs to wear. Granted, he's not wearing the helmet thing, but we know that he knows what he's doing. That's the gist that I get for this. I do have the channeled message that I wrote in On Purpose with Purpose, so here it goes. Here is On Purpose with Purpose by Amie Crites, and we are in not week 2, we're in week 3, and the message that I wrote, wow, I dropped the card already. I keep dropping the card. Okay, let's talk about this. So we got the card and we got the message. So the message here is you are the magician who creates safety within. So you are unshakable and grounded within. I meant to write within yourself, but I put in yourself. So, I mean, it's the same general concept, but I wanted to share that with you. Now, let's go ahead and get your affirmation card. Also, if you ever want On Purpose with Purpose 365, I'm going to also link the my friend's Etsy page and how you can get this book. Because it's really helpful for people who like to journal and even exploring yourself and how you feel about these concepts, you know? How do you feel about safety? How do you feel about money? How do you feel about yourself? And these are things where you get to explore, and it's well worth it. So I hope that if she's hearing this, just know, Amie, I love this book no matter what, because I'm planning on looking back at my other one to see the difference between the how I felt about safety then versus now. All right, let's go ahead and 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna go with this one right here. There's the back of it. I want to draw another one. I feel like I'm going to draw 2 each time from now on. Can't promise that, but maybe that's what's going to happen depending on how it flows. But we got this one and this one. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this one over to share the affirmation. The affirmation here is, I must jump first. I know the universe will catch me. Wow. How does this feel? Let's read it again together, shall we? I must jump first. I know the universe will catch me. For me, this feels like a big, huge reminder of the safety within ourselves. You must find it within yourself. But even on days where you can't, just know that you can lean on the universe to be a source of, a source of safety for you. All right, look at that. We got a mermaid and we got the sun and the moon. I am allowed to say no. Wow. I am allowed to say no. That feels weird on the lips for me. I'm going to say it again. I am allowed to say no. Wow. I felt great movement in this card just by allowing myself to say this 3 times. There's something about saying no that is very difficult sometimes for me. And I feel like it does have to do with safety. Because when you say no to a person you tie safety to, like lately, because of like people that I've surrounded myself with and learned from, I have this sense of knowing that I can create safety within myself and that I should be that centralized point of safety. It's okay to tie safety to other people as long as that pinpoint is dropped, right? That pinpoint is dropped. You already know that you're safe within yourself. And you can tie safety or feel safe. Maybe not tie safety to other people, but it's okay to feel safe around other people and still feel safe within yourself. But when you're separated from that person and you don't feel safe, that's when you know that you're not the centralized point of your safety. And so how this aligns with I'm allowed to say no is sometimes if you are connected to or tied to someone that you tie to safety and you say no to them, it shakes that sense of safety and security, because you don't know how they're going to respond to you saying no. They can respond one way or another. And sometimes when we say no to others, we get a negative response. This doesn't happen all the time though. And that's the thing, is I feel like whoever I'm reaching, like me, you tend to feel hesitant when it comes to saying no, because you feel like it will fracture your relationships. Wow. Hearing myself say that. You're afraid that it will fracture your relationships if you say no. No is a boundary. No is a boundary. No helps you see where the see where the walls are, right? So this is a square, right? And we're gonna put my little know me friend here, right? He doesn't know right now, he doesn't know where the walls are. He doesn't know where the edges of this card are. So he can be, roaming about this card, just like minding his own business, right? But then you say no, and it's like a wall. It's like, whoop, nope, can't go that way. Nope, can't go that way. You get where I'm going with that. And so it's not necessarily like a wall, but it creates a boundary of safety that we tend to not give ourselves the opportunity to have those boundaries in place, because we struggle with people pleasing or some other obstacle that keeps us from saying that bad word. I feel like a lot of people that I'm reaching might feel like no is a bad word because it separates us from people we may care about deeply. And so when it comes down to it, the magician is brave and knows how to say no. How does he show his no? His no is that smoke. And when that smoke is coming out, if I'm incorrect, and you know about bees, definitely let me know the truth, right? But I believe that they use the smoke to kind of ease the bees so they're not like frantic because you're getting into their territory. So I feel like this smoke is his way of like keeping them relaxed and kind of away from his face. It's almost like keeping them at bay from his face, because the closer the smoke is to his face, it seems like the bees are kind of just going like that, going out, going out and chilling, And so this is what I got for you. I hope that this makes you feel good or resonates with you in some way. If this did resonate with you, or you did like it and it gave you something to think about, please go ahead and like, vibe, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a nice day, guys. Much love. Take care.